The Gilded Years, written by Karin Tanabe, delves into the historical account of Anita Hemmings, the first black graduate of Vassar College. Tanabe's novel revolves around Anita, a brilliant young student whose aspirations are hindered by the racial segregation prevalent in higher education during the Gilded Age. To pursue her dreams and attain social standing, Anita employs her fair complexion to pass as white and gain admission to Vassar. However, as her ambitions unfold, she faces the complex dilemma of choosing between her true identity and the facade she has created to advance in society. Anita's journey begins in Roxbury, Boston, a predominantly black and working-class neighborhood. Despite her intellect, racial tensions and educational segregation limit Anita's opportunities. In an effort to overcome these barriers, she applies to Vassar College, leveraging her light skin to her advantage. Passing as white, Anita immerses herself in Vassar's academic environment. While she excels academically, her constant fear of being discovered impedes her ability to fully embrace her life among the privileged white society. During the initial 3 years at Vassar, Anita remains isolated, refraining from socializing, dating, or developing romantic relationships with her white classmates and their acquaintances. In order to avoid suspicion and maintain her secrecy, she joins clubs but keeps a distance, feigning disinterest in social gatherings and outings. By keeping herself aloof, Anita protects herself from potential scrutiny and preserves her carefully constructed facade. However, Tanabe's novel primarily focuses on Anita's senior year, a turning point in her journey. Assigned to room with Lottie Taylor, a wealthy and popular New York socialite who is heir to a significant fortune, Anita's life takes an unexpected turn. As Anita navigates her final year at Vassar, her relationship with Lottie and the challenges they face together bring about significant changes in her life. The Gilded Years explores the complexities of identity, societal expectations, and the pursuit of one's dreams in the face of racial inequality. Through Anita's senior year, the novel sheds light on the personal growth, self-discovery, and the choices she must make as she comes to terms with her true self and the consequences of her passing. Lottie, with her infectious and lively personality, manages to bring Anita out of her shell. Despite their contrasting backgrounds, Anita upholds her pretense of being from a wealthy Boston family, finding common ground with Lottie through their shared experiences of growing up in the glamorous white Northeast. Their bond strengthens rapidly, leading to a codependent relationship where Anita becomes deeply immersed in Lottie's white-centric world. As Anita becomes more entangled in her life with Lottie, her reasons for passing as white come into question. Initially, passing was a means for Anita to access the education and opportunities that would have otherwise been denied to her. However, her growing attachment to Lottie and her introduction to Porter Hamilton, a handsome white friend with whom Anita develops romantic feelings, complicate her perspective. She begins to reconsider whether she wants to return to her previous life as an African-American woman. After graduation, the central conflict of the novel arises when Lottie betrays their friendship, forcing Anita to reflect on her motives and aspirations. She grapples with what she truly desires for her life. Continuing to pass as white would mean relinquishing her past, her family, her roots, and, most significantly, the belief that a black woman is equally capable of achieving success as a white woman. On the other hand, reverting to her true racial identity after graduation would mean facing the limitations and challenges imposed on black women in America during the turn of the century. Ultimately, Anita's secret is exposed, and her story reverberates through newspapers across the nation. This revelation thrusts Anita into the spotlight, where she must confront the consequences of her actions and make crucial decisions about her identity and future. The unveiling of Anita Hemmings' secret, decades later, served as the inspiration for Karin Tanabe to pen her novel, delving into the motivations and experiences of a black woman striving to navigate a predominantly white society in pursuit of her dreams. Tanabe, the author of 4 novels including The List, The Price of Inheritance, The Gilded Years, and her latest work, The Diplomat's Daughter, published in 2017, has a deep interest in history and the intertwining themes of race and feminism within historical narratives. Currently residing in Washington, D.C., she continues to explore and shed light on these compelling topics. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.